painted this with some nice bright green, just yellow with a bit of Kawasaki green in it. Now, one thing you have to do is seal the deck, otherwise when you do your lap, where the resin goes off, you get a change of colour on your lap. A lot of people will come across that when they're making boards. A lot won't understand why it happens, but that's why. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a bag in the bin. I just spent the last few hours getting this stream right, and my main goal was to get it. I just want to check if it went to the website. That was my main goal. So there it is there. Click on my website. I'm stoked. Yeah, so sorry, where's the bag tear? I can hardly see the join. Oh, there it is. Geez, that was a bit of a disguise, that one. Yeah, so I spent all that time and now I've got it on the website. I know at the moment, I know the industry now is starting to slow down big time, and certain little things will make a lot of difference, I imagine, in the future. But I just wanted to have it so my website had plenty of content. Oop. Now to seal the blank. Oh bloody hell, that was clever. To seal the blank, put that back again, sorry. That was like clever, wasn't I? There. So I'm just going to mix up a small amount of resin. Not much, about 400. Now people have got a good view on how I store my resin. See how I put it here, sits on here, no air gets into it then. It's easier than pouring the tin out and everything. That's so 80s that way. Now, what I need here, oh, don't tell me my camera's gone off. No, I heard a beep beep. I should have plenty of battery. Doesn't matter, I'll just keep going. So what I do, not that brush, my little brush that I can clean the rail up with when I get the excess off. So I'll have that sitting here ready to go. Mix up a hot mix. And this means when I lap the deck over, this green will not change. You will not see it where it's been glassed. This view is fantastic, isn't it? Yeah. So happy I persisted in doing this. Now, there's many different ways of doing it. This is how I taught myself to do it. Okay. Go that way first. You don't want to leave too much resin on there, so I've got a fair bit of pressure on this. Okay, so that's going all the way around. Then I'll do this side, the last bit. Goes nearly all the way around the rail there, as you can see. Whoop, bit here. Now, clean the squeegee off. I'll do once down the middle. I don't want to get any runs, like any extra bits. There we go. So that looks good. Put the squeegee away. Get your brush and just run your brush around. I'm trying to get the excess resin off now. Nice and slow. Now once you go around once, you make sure you get any little things off, that little bits of stuff that gather on it. Because this is a really bright colour, what tends to happen is things will get on there. It's all good. There we go, got that off. Tiny little hair stuck to it. Got that off. Work your way around. Another bit there. Squeeze the resin out of the brush because you're trying to make sure that there's no excess resin here. So you get little bits here and there that want to land on here and all sorts of stuff. You're constantly fighting, especially of these colours, you're constantly fighting insects and all sorts of things. Doesn't matter where you are, it's just the time of the day. It happens all the time. And all I use, if I've got a couple of bits of something on there here and there, get a bit of tape and you just go like this. Where was that little piece? There. Bang. Little bit of hair. Could have been fluff off my shirt. Just shows up on a bright green board, that's all. So you just walk around, check for anything that's fighting you. And as I say, it's constant. Then one more time around underneath. It's not gelled yet, but it will any second. It soaks into the foam. You can see how it soaks into the foam a bit. Not heaps, but a little bit. And all I'm trying to make sure here, there's no runs or drips or anything. That's gelled now. I'll throw that outside. That's a hot mix. And you've got to be careful with hot mixes. They can go off pretty badly. So what you do is throw them outside. It's the safest thing. Now I'm checking underneath. Yep, no runs. Normally you might get one or two, but right now, the last final check. If you don't do this, one day you'll come back and there'll be a big lump or something, right? So, see here? See underneath there's nothing on the bottom half of the rail. Just making sure. There. So I'll clean my... Put that away. Clean that squeegee. And it's funny, some people say, oh, you're touching acetone, and it's really hilarious because you can touch something like this for a couple of minutes and it's fine. It's like, you ever heard of a thing called Botox? That's actually botulism, bloody whatchamacallit, and in a big enough dose that'll kill you. but they put it in people to relax their muscles and their faces and all sorts of things. There's a thing called nicotine. You can smoke that, it won't kill you straight away, but you get to a point, if you have too many, yeah, it will. So it's I just get that a lot, where you get people talking about, oh, you can't touch it once. Well, a lot of people's wives clean their hands in acetone when they're doing their nails. So what happens is, that's pretty full on. Anyway, so I'm just making sure my thing's square. I don't want any twist in this. Perfect. Clean up a bit. Yeah, so what I'll do tomorrow, I'll glass the bottom, and then when I lap around here, because that's already had resin on it, it will not change the color of the lap. Okay, very important. It's called sealing the deck. Okay, you can do it with a lot of sprays, especially fades. It happens a lot with fades when you're glassing over it. So yeah, and the other one is alcohol. Now, people, I'm going to have a beer tonight, maybe 2, that's it. There's people that are going to have 30 beers tonight, and if you drink enough alcohol, it's called alcohol poisoning. Same goes with any chemical. You can go to Chernobyl, and you can stand in some parts of Chernobyl and it'll kill you in a heartbeat. You can stand in other parts, or Fukushima, and you'll be fine. It's all got to do with saturation levels, and I've had a few people that work in chemicals and EPA and things like that, and they understand that. That's why they have certain levels that are dangerous and certain levels that are safe. So you just got to understand that. That looks beautiful. Look at that. I'm stoked with this. Mark's going to be stoked. Sorry, I'll just put this like that. Awesome. Righto. I'm going to go now, but now I'm stoked that my thing's going on my website. So fucking awesome. The only thing I'm going to work out next is I'm going to make it responsive, so it'll change when it goes to a mobile phone. At the moment it's locked at that size, but I'll add a responsive code to it, so watch this space. Anyway, this is how I turn it off. See yous.